Hi darlings, and welcome back to another video. My name's Liz and this is my makeup garden, and today we're gonna do something new for me. We are gonna play Pass or Smash, new makeup edition. So I'm gonna go through some upcoming launches or recently released products and just kind of play Pass or Smash and see if there's any goodies here that, you know, kind of caught my eye. So I will be popping up images here on the side. So let me scoot over just a little bit so that there's room, and let's go. So first on my list is actually by Makeup Beauty Shop. I believe they're a French-based indie brand, and they're partnering with Martez or Marty's Makeup, M-A-R-T-E-S Makeup, to bring you the Serpent Palette. So the Serpent Palette features 2 multi-chromes, 4 duochromes, 1 sparkly metallic, and 8 mattes to help you create an endless variety of looks. It is vegan and cruelty-free, so the palette is here. The color story reminds me a lot, actually, of the Salem Cosmetics Forest Heart palette. So let me put them side by side for you. So here, and then I'll just shrink this down here. So it reminds me a lot of that color story. There are some differences, like the tones are a little bit more muted. I actually think it's a gorgeous color story. It is going to retail for £65, or excuse me, €65, not pounds. And it is available on pre-order right now. They have like a 3-day pre-order, but they do say on their website that they are gonna be restocking the Serpent palette. So I'm really curious to see how long that's gonna last. And I absolutely would smash. All right, darling, so next up, Bella Beauty Bar is releasing their Pastel Garden palette. This 36 pan palette features 24 newly reformulated creamy blendable matte shadows. Sorry, that's a mouthful. 11 unique duochromes, which is a lot of duochromes for one palette. One multi-chrome. So there are 36 pans total. I think it's a really interesting, I think it's a very pretty palette. It actually reminds me of a Beauty Bay palette, and I just can't quite put my finger on like which one. But for 36 shades for $69 is pretty freaking good. Obviously the pans are gonna be smaller. There's more of them. So that's a little tempting. I've never tried Bella Beauty Bar. There's something about this color story. It's pretty, but I very much prefer palettes to go light to dark. But for 36 eyeshadows for $69, that's really tempting. I think there's a variety of formulas in here. And I don't know, the colors are ones that would pair well with a lot of different palettes. For me, I would need a darker shade and, you know, inner corner highlights that are a little bit lighter. But for $69, it's really tempting, really tempting. And I wonder if you can use a code with that. I'd be really interested to know. So we're gonna put that in the limbo zone. So not quite smash, not quite pass, but hey baby, maybe I'm interested. All right. And just in case I forgot, that Pastel Garden Bella Beauty Bar palette is releasing on March 29th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so next by Ensley Rain is releasing 18 new single shadows and a magnetic palette for them. So they're releasing together, but they are not releasing as a structured palette. It's kind of a build a palette situation. So there are gonna be 4 matte shades, and there are gonna be 12 multi-chrome shadows, which are mostly gonna be extreme hollow chrome or multi-chromes, like extreme multi-chromes. So they're like extra sparkly. And then there are also going to be 4 separate shadows included in that 18 that come in their own separate palettes that are flower printed. So keep an eye out for that. The palette is releasing for, it looks like $14.44 for the palette and for the shades as well. So that is releasing on April 14th from Ensley Rain. So I think these are really, I think the colors are stunning. And if you go to their Instagram page, they really like the extremes. Oh my God, they're so beautiful. I struggle, however, with single shadows. I struggle reaching for them. I think they're beautiful and I always tell myself that I'm gonna, but I really do struggle unless they're in a palette format. So unless I did build a palette with the palette and basically fill up the palette, I just kind of know myself that I'm not gonna reach for them. And oh man, they're so, so pretty. But for me, I think this time it's gonna be a pass. Now, I would be really, really interested in these if they brought them back and kind of like their Cosmic Dreamer palette, but in like a structured palette, maybe with smaller pans. That would be aces, and I would 100% go for that. But for the single shadows and the build a palette option, for me, it's gonna be a pass. So, on to the next. All right, Sigma Beauty has expanded their 9-pan. They haven't labeled as the on-the-go palettes, but I'm not sure if that's correct or not. So give me a little grace there. But there are 9-pan palette offerings. Now 6 of these color stories are available at Target already, and they're expanding that collection. So they're adding 4 more color stories to their lineup of these like clear top 9-pan palettes. They come in a variety of finishes in each of the palettes. And they're adding 4 new color stories. This just does not scream anything. None of these yell out to me like, buy me. Not enough to pull the trigger on. So I have not loved all of the Sigma Beauty eyeshadows that I've tried in the past. I have heard that this formula is a good formula. It's like an updated formula, but I can't vouch for it. So these retail for $30 each for 9 pans. And so for me, that's going to be a pass. For $39, I can almost always get a Nomad palette with 15 to 18 shades for perspective. So for me, that's going to be a pass. Nomad Cosmetics is getting ready to launch, and I don't have an image for this yet because it's a mystery. So I'm just going to put the brand logo. So Nomad Cosmetics is getting ready to put their sneak peeks. I think the 20th is going to be the first guess. Every time there's a new launch from Nomad, they do hints and they have guessing games and that kind of stuff on their Instagram page. So be looking out for that because there is new goodies coming. I have guessed the location already, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to tell you because I really want to win one of these palettes because I'm not on PR yet. But I guess the location. So pay extra attention to their hints that are on their Instagram pages. And with some efficient Googling, I know you can figure it out too. So the hints are coming soon. And the it's always fun. It's always a fun game. I'm really curious to see what the color story is going to be. So keep an eye out for that because there is new Nomad coming. So. All right, Odin's Eye has restocked their single multi-chrome eyeshadows. So these released a few months ago and they sold out really, really quickly. So those have restocked on their website. The price ranges, but the collection looks like it's on sale for $143 as of this moment. That's US dollars for my foreign friends. So those are currently restocked on the website. And for me, okay, I'm very curious about the oddball colors, like that really vibrant red color. But for me, I've heard that these are very soft and that they're really prone to creasing. And as somebody who has like creasy kind of eyelids already, I think I'm going to pass on these. Like I said, single shadows for me have to be really special in order for me to want to grab them. And so this time it's going to be a pass for me. But their Perfect World palettes are apparently still available on that collection of 3 palettes is available on their website. So I know that's kind of old news in the makeup world right now, but they are still available. And yeah, check them out. That's at Odin's Eye. So like I said, for me, the multi-chromes, I love multi-chromes, but they're going to be a pass for me. So. All right, love. So Terra Moons has released their spring collection. It looks like there's 16 multi-chromes and special shimmer shades that are launching. These are really beautiful. I have yet to try Terra Moons. But again, it comes down to the single eyeshadows. Like they don't pull me unless I curate a palette. So for me, it's going to be a pass. But I think the colors that they came out with this time are absolutely beautiful. This is called their spring collection, and just beware, it is live on their website, and any of the pre-orders that you get, if you order any additional regular stock items with the pre-orders, it will all ship together. So that is now live on their website. So just be mindful of that. If you order any regular items with your pre-order for the spring collection, they will all ship together. So hope you're patient because yeah. But yeah, that's live on their website now. That's their spring collection, and there's a variety of finishes. The swatches are really beautiful. But again, it's that single eyeshadow thing. So for me, it's a pass. All right. Elf Cosmetics is releasing a mini size of their Whoa Glow SPF primer. So this formula says that it's non-greasy, hydrating, priming grip lotion formulated with hyaluronic acid, squalene, aloe, and chemical SPF 30. So it's basically a SPF 30 that doubles as a primer. It does have a flattering finish with a hint of sheer peach shimmer for a natural radiant glow. I'm curious about this. I don't usually use illuminating primers. I don't love primers in general. I live in Florida. It's very humid. It gets to be very hot. So if I'm wearing a primer, I usually go for like the what's it called? Supergoop. They're the matte sunscreen. I like that one. But I'm really curious about this because it's shimmer. And I'm really interested to see how this would lay down underneath my makeup. So like I said, I don't usually use an illuminating primer, but if you do, it looks like they do have a new mini size available. Have you seen this Whoa Glow primer in person? I have never seen this on the shelf, ever, anywhere near me. So I'm really curious about that, but it is available. It looks like it's available coming soon. So it's not listed on their website. But yeah, I'm really curious about that. We'll see. It does not specify whether or not it has a white cast or not. So for my melanin saturated friends, I'm not sure. I'd be very curious to see how this primer looks on darker skin. But again, it is an SPF and a primer, so it is meant to be worn under your makeup. But yeah, really kind of curious about that. So they do also have some new skincare products and some mascara, which, it's interesting. It's like an exact dupe for like the roller lash. So curious about that, but okay. Oh, good old Urban Decay. What do we have to say about them? So they're releasing 9 shades of the 24/7 Inks liquid eyeliners. So apparently these have a precision grip. There are 9 shades. They're waterproof, smudge-proof, transfer-resistant, non-fading, and last for up to 24 hours. They feature a fancy precision grip, so that, they're easy to hold, and precision, like a fine tip for precision. So I'm really curious about these. I've seen a few people get them in PR, and they're making some really beautiful looks with them. So it's definitely something that I would be interested in trying. I much prefer a liquid eyeliner with this kind of a tip to using a water activated liner. So I'm really curious about the colors. So they don't strike me as like the crazy brightest, which I think is really interesting. They're like, some of the shades are a little bit muted. So I'd be really curious to see these in person. So there are different launch days happening. So in the US, it looks like 3/21, they're launching at urbandecay.com. 3/23, they're launching online at Sephora. And then on April 2nd, they're launching at Ulta Beauty, both in-store and online. So check out their Instagram because there are different dates. Literally, there's like 15 or 20 plus different dates listed, depending, like Costa Rica has a separate date and Guatemala has a separate date. And so I think it's really interesting that they're going at it different times. Like they have all these different launch dates. So check out their Instagram, and yeah, those are coming soon. All right, darlings, it looks like that is all I have for you today for this first edition of Pass or Smash, new makeup edition. So I'm going to try to make this a regular thing. We're going to see how it goes. And thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And if you want to see more content from me, please subscribe and, you know, hang out. We just kind of keep it simple and just play with makeup here. But yeah, thank you for playing Pass or Smash with me. And then tell me in the comments below, like, firstly, let's leave some sparkle emojis, because I am a fiend for the sparkles, in the comments below. And then is there anything that I talked about today that you kind of caught your eye? Anything that you're gonna smash? So let me know in the comments below. I love your beautiful faces, and thank you for being here. Bye.